Am I the only one that didn't know these haunted places existed? It's incredible how many eerie and spine-chilling locations are scattered across the globe, each with its own unique and terrifying history. From ancient fortresses to modern-day hotels, the world is filled with places that are said to be haunted by restless spirits and ghostly apparitions. Today, we're going to take you on a journey to some of the most haunted places in the world. So buckle up and get ready for a spine-tingling adventure. Brace yourself for a spine-tingling journey. We're about to explore places where the line between the living and the dead is blurred, where the air is thick with the presence of the supernatural, and where every shadow seems to hide a ghostly figure. These are places that have been the subject of countless ghost stories and paranormal investigations, and they continue to fascinate and terrify people to this day. First up, Bhangarh Fort in India. This ancient fort, located in the state of Rajasthan, is one of the most haunted places in India. Built in the 17th century, Bhangarh Fort is now a ruin, but it still holds a dark and mysterious allure. According to legend, the fort was cursed by a wizard who fell in love with the local princess. When she rejected his advances, he cursed the entire fort, leading to its downfall. Today, the fort is abandoned, and visitors report hearing strange noises and seeing ghostly apparitions. This place bans visitors after sunset because, well, some never come back. The Archaeological Survey of India has even put up a sign warning people not to enter the fort after dark. The atmosphere here is eerie, with the crumbling walls and overgrown vegetation adding to the sense of foreboding. Those who have dared to stay after sunset have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, as if they are being watched by unseen eyes. Imagine hearing strange noises and seeing ghostly figures in the dark. The fort is said to be haunted by the spirits of those who perished here, and their restless souls continue to roam the grounds. Some visitors have even claimed to have been touched or pushed by invisible hands. It's no wonder that Bhangarh Fort is considered one of the most haunted places in the world. Then there's the island of Dolls in Mexico. This small island, located in the canals of Xochimilco, is covered with hundreds of dolls hanging from trees and buildings. The story goes that a man named Don Julian Santana moved to the island and began collecting dolls to appease the spirit of a young girl who had drowned there. He believed that the dolls would protect him from her vengeful spirit. Hundreds of creepy dolls hanging from trees, watching you with their lifeless eyes. The sight of these decaying dolls, with their missing limbs and blank stares, is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. The island has become a popular tourist attraction, but many visitors report feeling an overwhelming sense of unease as they walk among the dolls. People say they hear whispers. The dolls are said to come to life at night, moving their heads and arms and even whispering to each other. Some visitors have claimed to hear the voice of the drowned girl calling out for help. The island is a chilling reminder of the power of superstition and the lengths people will go to in order to protect themselves from the unknown. Could it be the drowned girl's spirit? The legend of the Island of Dolls continues to captivate and terrify those who visit. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, there's no denying the eerie atmosphere of this haunted island. Akershus Castle in Norway is next. This medieval fortress, located in the heart of Oslo, has a long and bloody history. Built in the 13th century, the castle has served as a royal residence, a military stronghold, and a prison. Over the centuries, it has been the site of numerous executions and battles, and it's said that the spirits of those who died here still haunt the castle. This medieval fortress is a hotspot for ghostly sightings. Visitors have reported seeing the ghost of a woman in a long dress, believed to be the spirit of a noblewoman who was executed here. Others have seen the ghost of a dog, said to be the spirit of a guard dog that was buried alive to protect the castle. Do you dare enter? The castle is open to the public, and guided tours are available for those brave enough to explore its haunted halls. The atmosphere inside the castle is dark and foreboding, with narrow corridors and dimly lit rooms adding to the sense of unease. Whether you're a believer in the paranormal or a skeptic, a visit to Akershus Castle is sure to be an unforgettable experience. The Tower of London, England, infamous for its gruesome executions. This historic fortress, located on the banks of the River Thames, has a dark and bloody history. Built in the 11th century, the tower has served as a royal palace, a prison, and a place of execution. Many famous figures, including Anne Boleyn and Lady Jane Grey, were executed here, and their spirits are said to haunt the tower to this day. Ghostly apparitions have been spotted here. Visitors have reported seeing the ghost of Anne Boleyn carrying her head under her arm, as well as the spirits of two young princes who were murdered in the tower. The White Tower, the oldest part of the fortress, is said to be particularly haunted, with reports of ghostly footsteps and unexplained cold spots. Feel the chill yet? The Tower of London is one of the most haunted places in England, and its dark history continues to fascinate and terrify visitors. Whether you're interested in history or the paranormal, a visit to the tower is sure to be a spine-chilling experience. Myrtle's Plantation in Louisiana, USA, haunted by the spirit of a former slave named Chloe. This historic plantation, located in St. Francisville, is said to be one of the most haunted houses in America. According to legend, Chloe was a slave who was caught eavesdropping on her master's conversations. As punishment, her ear was cut off, and she began wearing a green turban to hide the scar. In revenge, Chloe poisoned a birthday cake, killing the master's wife and two daughters. She was later hanged by her fellow slaves, and her spirit is said to haunt the plantation to this day. Paranormal encounters are the norm here. Visitors have reported seeing the ghost of Chloe wearing her green turban, as well as the spirits of the two young girls who were poisoned. The plantation is also said to be haunted by the spirits of other former slaves, who can be heard singing and chanting in the night. The Myrtle's Plantation is a popular destination for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts, and its haunted history continues to draw visitors from around the world. Eastern State Penitentiary in Pennsylvania, USA, is an abandoned prison teeming with ghostly sightings and eerie voices. You're ready to explore? This historic prison, located in Philadelphia, was once one of the most notorious prisons in the world. Built in the 19th century, Eastern State Penitentiary was designed to house inmates in solitary confinement, a practice that led to widespread mental illness and suffering. The prison was closed in the 1970s, but its dark history continues to haunt the empty cells and crumbling walls. Aokigahara Forest in Japan, also known as the Suicide Forest. This dense woodland, located at the base of Mount Fuji, has a dark and tragic history. For centuries, people have come to Aokigahara to end their lives, and the forest is said to be haunted by the spirits of those who died there. The thick trees and tangled undergrowth create a sense of isolation and despair, and the forest is eerily silent, with little wildlife to be seen or heard. This dense woodland exudes a deep sense of sadness and haunting phenomena. Visitors have reported hearing strange noises, seeing ghostly apparitions, and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread. The forest is also said to be home to yurei, or vengeful spirits, who are believed to be the souls of those who died in violent or tragic circumstances. Aokigahara is a place of great beauty, but its dark history and haunted reputation make it a chilling destination. Chateau de Brissac in France is home to the ghost of the Green Lady. This historic chateau, located in the Loire Valley, is one of the tallest castles in France. Built in the 11th century, the chateau has a long and storied history, and it's said to be haunted by the spirit of a woman who was murdered there. According to legend, the Green Lady was the wife of a nobleman who discovered her infidelity and killed her in a fit of rage. Her spirit is said to roam the halls of the chateau, her presence felt by many. She's said to roam the halls, her presence felt by many. Visitors have reported seeing the ghost of the Green Lady, dressed in a green gown, as well as hearing her mournful cries in the night. The chateau is open to the public, and guided tours are available for those brave enough to explore its haunted halls. The Chateau de Brissac is a beautiful and historic site, but its haunted reputation adds an extra layer of intrigue and mystery. Banff Springs Hotel in Canada, haunted by a murdered family and a former bellman. This historic hotel, located in the heart of the Canadian Rockies, is said to be one of the most haunted places in Canada. Built in the late 19th century, the hotel has a long and storied history, and it's said to be haunted by the spirits of a family who were murdered in one of the rooms. The ghost of a former bellman who died on the job is also said to haunt the hotel, helping guests with their luggage and disappearing before their eyes. Can you handle a night here? The Banff Springs Hotel is a popular destination for tourists and ghost hunters alike, and its haunted reputation continues to draw visitors from around the world. The hotel offers ghost tours for those brave enough to explore its haunted halls, and many guests have reported experiencing paranormal activity during their stay. Whether you're a believer in the supernatural or a skeptic, a night at the Banff Springs Hotel is sure to be an unforgettable experience. Finally, Poveglia Island in Italy. This small island located in the Venetian lagoon has a dark and tragic history. Used as a quarantine station during the plague, Poveglia is said to be haunted by the spirits of those who died there. The island was later used as a mental asylum, and the spirits of the patients are also said to haunt the island. Today, Poveglia is abandoned, and its crumbling buildings and overgrown vegetation add to the sense of foreboding. This abandoned island with its dark history is said to be cursed with evil spirits. Visitors have reported hearing strange noises, seeing ghostly apparitions, and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread. The island is also said to be home to a malevolent spirit known as the Black Plague Doctor, who is believed to be the spirit of a doctor who treated plague victims on the island. Poveglia is a place of great beauty, but its dark history and haunted reputation make it a chilling destination. Think you're brave enough? The island is off limits to the public, but those who have managed to visit have reported experiencing paranormal activity. Whether you're a believer in the supernatural or a skeptic, Poveglia Island is sure to be an unforgettable experience. These haunted locations are waiting for you. Each of these places has its own unique and terrifying history, and they continue to fascinate and terrify people to this day. Whether you're a believer in the supernatural or a skeptic, there's no denying the eerie atmosphere and haunted reputation of these locations. So if you're brave enough, why not plan a visit to one of these haunted places and see for yourself if the stories are true? Are you ready to face the paranormal? Whether you're a seasoned ghost hunter or just looking for a thrill, these haunted locations are sure to provide an unforgettable experience. So gather your courage, pack your bags, and get ready for a spine-tingling adventure. The world is full of haunted places just waiting to be explored, and who knows, you might just have a paranormal encounter of your own.